Welcome to Rope Breaker Wrestling Podcast. Brothers and sisters, I am elderly and pissed, and I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the Shahid. What's going on, brother?
Blessed and highly favored. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump. And most of all, fuck Riverside. It's the worst app ever.
I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far on the last one, dude. But in serious moment, I would like to say, it is good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
And I would like to say, we've gotten some sad news in the wrestling world before we get to the hot topics. Anyway, the late great Ted Turner has passed away, owner of WCW, the creator of Captain Planet, because he was our hero. He took pollution down to zero. Rest in peace, billionaire Ted, brother.
Facts.
Yes, sir. And then of course we have the sad news about Rebel and her terminal diagnosis with ALS, man. That brought tears to my eyes. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing her get her push and her just due in AEW. She was one of the stars, the original stars that got signed. Now, like, finally, they get an opportunity to really, like, showcase their talent. At that time, AEW was pulling in over $1 million. I mean, they were big money when they first came on. But she
man, Rebel was meant to be a star inside the AEW arena, but it didn't happen due to sickness, and it was really sad, man. And prayers up for Rebel, man. Pray up for Rebel. But we got to the sad news. You know, we got to the death. We got to the end of life expectations. But now let's get to the end of careers expectations. It's a new day no more in the WWE. The Tongaloa, is gone, and JC Jeff Cobb Mateo, he's gone too, brother. How do you feel?
good.
Damn. Okay.
That's good. Good. One has a whole compilation on YouTube. We don't need to mention what that is. The other one,
he's a legend.
I would know why you were even leaving New Japan. If you spent up to your 40s in the indies and you have to be a wrestler to really know who you are, like they just signed Evil to NXT, God bless you. God bless you. Being a wrestler's fan and watching WWE don't really coincide, because what he should have done is with the AEW. But people want to chase the money. Oh, you want to chase the money? Good luck with that. Remember what Seth Rollins said? If you want to come over where the big money is, brother, you know you need to sign Kenny. Does that still stand? Huh? Did he take a pay cut? But that's later conversation. These people had to go, right? They weren't going to do nothing with them because of their age when they first got here. You know the narrative they was pushing, bro. The shit is... I called this shit out years ago. I said every year they push a new NXT star to the top. Every year. Started with one star, two. Like you see a couple of roaches here. Not saying they roaches the same. There's been an infestation of new talent. And the OGs, they ain't doing shit with you if you signed there already. And you want to come old? Nah, bro. Your career was due from the jump.
I assume that's all of what you're talking about. You're just really just talking about Jeff Cobb, I assume, right?
Jeff Cobb and Tongaloa. He old.
Tongaloa worked there when he was young.
And they didn't.
Did you forget?
Oh,
he was Camacho.
You right. Didn't he team with that one dude that's in the bloodline? What's his name? Roman Reigns in FCW?
Leaky. Yes. Him and Leaky.
Now listen, and they didn't want your ass then. What have you done? New Japan, Grills of Destiny, that's what's up. They didn't sign Gorillas of Destiny, bruh.
Okay, so I am going to say this. So they did sign Gorillas of Destiny because they signed him with his brother.
They didn't sign Gorillas of Destiny.
They signed all three of them.
Like
They didn't sign
Kofi Kingston and they signed Xavier. I'm sorry,
Xavier Woods. Look, Austin Creed. First of all, so you said all that stuff about Tonga Loa, that he deserved to go, that he was trash. You said all that stuff about Jeff Cobb, but what about Kofi Mania, baby?
They needed to go too. I saw that picture they posted before WrestleMania. They weren't even on the card.
Mm-hmm.
They got this WrestleMania style like lounge limo or bus, whatever. They were living good. TKO was like, "Hey, bro, y'all ain't been on TV too much, nor y'all been on the road. We know y'all ain't sold no booty-os. Ain't nobody twerking with the trumpet, no anime cosplay, no nothing. Hey, bro, take this pay cut."
So you saying they should have taken the pay cut, or they should have left like they did?
They should have left because of self-respect, but at the same time, you can't keep puffing on that same cigar from 2019.
I get you. This is what I want.
Money.
I get what you're saying, but all I want is this. I feel like that Xavier Woods, Austin Creed, he is world championship material, man. If you put him with whoever, if they would have did what I said, dude, put him with Saraya, send him to the top, he would have been the man, brother. He would have been the guy. He would have been the top heel in the business. Heat galore, man. But I want him to go to. I personally feel that they should have kept the New Day just because of the legacy, just to save face. I feel like the New Day's legacy is right up there, brother, with R-Truth as a team. Now, granted, they do have the most popular member of the New Day. They still have Big E, but Big E is a quarter of the man that he used to be. I think you agree with me there. Now, but just keep them around. I feel like put the New Day back to babyface, put Big E back with them, make him be their manager. He doesn't need to wrestle. He can just come out and be a cheerleader. Oh, booty-os, the way he used to do. I think that's where he needs to be, brother. But Austin Creed should be a world champion. So I hope that he goes to TNA and he becomes a world champion. I hope that AEW, he'll never become a world champion. No.
Do
you hate TNA that much?
I like the New Day. Take it like this. I like condiments. I ain't eating mustard and mayonnaise by its fucking self. It's got to be on something. With all due respect, Big E, Meaty Man slapping meat was a huge part of the New Day. I've seen the New Day come out with just Big E and Xavier when Kofi had the championship, and they didn't skip a fucking beat. Their name should be big enough where they should be able to continue to do the New Day without Big E, we would think. But facts remain, bro. They ain't shit without him. And I'm sorry, but Austin Creed as a solo dolo, nah, bro. Mid-card, I'll give you that. World champion, nah. And if they did get world champion, it'd be some sympathy shit.
So you saying that Joe Hendry is a bigger star than Austin Creed?
Fuck Joe Hendry.
Damn. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
This fucking fake ass Okada pop. No, I don't. Dude, I don't care about gimmick wrestlers. I don't. Sorry.
I think we can go back on. We can go back in this podcast where you were big on Joe Hendry when he first was. When he was viral, when people were talking about the song. Yeah, but now you're pooping on him because he's a former. He's a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, brother.
Okay.
With the same character, like he didn't change characters. What I'm saying, he was Joe Hendry. Song was the same. Blue and white was his color.
Respectfully, you saying that Joe Hendry and bringing up his accolades as a TNA champion is like an NFL team saying they won a Super Bowl during 2020.
So, are you saying that TNA is up now with Mike Santana?
No, I'm saying like if you won a Super Bowl in 2020, that's what's up. But it was the pandemic. Like who's really watching TNA? Nobody.
I just want Xavier Woods to have world champion in his accolades.
And
Nick Nemeth went down there.
Go to TNA. Go to the Oakland Raiders of wrestling. You go to TNA with Curtis Axel. Hey, remember me? And Fandango will be still over there. I don't know. Over there with
neither one of those people worked there.
That's what I know about TNA. I know Ash Lavish and or Ash Elegance.
Ash by Elegance alone. She's doing good. She's doing amazing though.
But other than that,
Indy, Tasha Steelz, my girl Tasha. I love me some Tasha Steelz. I love me some Mustafa Ali. Order for life, baby. You know, I love all those guys down there. Mike Santana, Nick Nemeth is killing it. Ryan Nemeth is doing his thing. Candice Michelle is booking the women now. Look, they're doing some stuff.
Hey, I'm glad. It's like when you used to watch Nickelodeon in the morning, then they had Nick Jr. at night to show kind of the old stuff. You know, TNA's like Nick Jr. He shows you all the classics, you know.
Oh, wow.
You know?
So basically what you're saying is that all this stuff that's going on, these budget cuts, they need to happen. They should happen. They should slash everybody's paycheck down the middle, from Roman Reigns all the way down to Pete Dunne. They should all be broke, brother. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is the reason why there's three things. There's three reasons why y'all was making this money. And I'm just going off some of the bigger name stars, right? That were making this money. Some of them had their contracts renewed when TNA first came in. But prior to that, they were just paying people to come work for WWE because they didn't want them being a part of the competition. They was collecting wrestlers like they were Pokemon cards for since AEW's been in existence, right? So that's one reason they was getting paid that money. Number two, they was on the road. They was doing house shows. You got to pay for hotels. You got to pay for car, gas, all food, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they were making this money because they were on the road all the time. And then, of course, TKO and with merch sales. A lot of these stars were making pretty good money off merch. Not so much anymore. The big money is coming from endorsements like Slim Jim and stuff like that. They don't really give a damn about selling T-shirts. Unless you're Danhausen.
I was going to say Dan is making some money, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be getting some
money. Shout out to Danhausen. Shout out to Danhausen.
I mean,
his potential.
I'm happy. Yeah. So I'm happy that Danhausen is getting his flowers for being the comedic genius that he is in the professional wrestling space.
Yeah,
I give him all that. All his stuff is funny. It's well written. It's well performed. It's funny. Even the match that he had with last night at Backlash, which we will get to Backlash, was entertaining with El Torizo, being his partner, as Minnie Housen. So yes, it was good. And shout out to Kit Wilson. I know you don't like him. Shout out to The Miz because he's awesome. Because they all pulled together a good match last night. By the way, just saying it out there.
Good, but I cannot stand Kit. Well, never mind.
We know you don't like Kit Wilson, but that's another story, all in itself. We can do a whole episode of how much you hate Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, but that's another story. And Giselle Shaw and all these people that you part of the community.
But she's not on the same playing field as Kip. They're two different things. I don't know how they're even on the same playing field.
No, that's true. Yeah, you can say that. But anyway, brother, so you saying every release is justified, even if that's the reason Asuka is retiring. You think that's fine?
Yeah, get him out. We need some new blood, bro. We need new. This is the new generation era. This is that era where all the guys that were in the territories, whole beat down. WWE tries to sign them, give them a new gimmick. It don't work. And now they got to bank on the new stars. You got to bank on your Bret Harts, your Shawn Michaels, your Undertakers, your Yokozunas. You know what I'm saying? You got to bank on your Doink the Clowns, your Bam Bam Bigelow. You got to bank on these people, man. You got to bank. Now you got to bank on your Trick Wilsons, your Trick Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to bank on your Obafemis now. You got to bank on your JC James. I know you don't like her, but whatever.
I don't dislike JC. I think that's a misconception. What I'm saying with JC is JC would have been number 3 if there was still Toxic Attraction.
Okay.
But there isn't, so JC lucked out because they let go of Priscilla Presley and they let go of Priscilla Kelly. They let go of Priscilla, Miss Gigi Dolan, and they let go of the Mandy. Put some respect on her name, Rose, brother. But we know this real. I'm going to ask you this question: who's the real star of of Fatal Influence? Who's going to be the breakout star? It's not going to be JC. We know that.
It's JC.
It's going to be Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley was on the mic and totally botched that shit. She got a lot to work on before we would talk about her.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Because let's think about it. Who was better on the mic in Legacy? Ted was better than Cody, but who's the man now? It ain't Ted.
Okay. That was like 20 years ago.
I'm saying is that it could be Laney Reed. We could both be wrong. We're not even talking about Laney Reed.
That was obvious who it is. This is not some riot squad where Liv and the other girl were just like dead in the water. No, you have 3 girls that can really go. You feel me? And out of all of them, JC James just shines, bro. She just
JC's the leader now.
Makes her in ring selling it's like The Rock was taught like by his dad Rocky Johnson. It's like when somebody gives you their arm, you act like they're breaking it. Her selling, like people don't want to sell no more. Like I love JC James. I applaud this new breed we got coming in. This is a good class.
All right, so you love. I don't dislike JC, so I'm not saying that. But I heard a man, and this is a casual WWE fan. He doesn't watch any other wrestling. He doesn't watch AEW, OVW, NWA, Ring of Honor, TNA, nothing. All he watches is WWE. His words to me were this. He said, "Alex." I said, "Yes, brother." He said, "Why is that ugly chick the NXT champion?" And I said, "Who do you mean, brother?" He said, JC Jane. I'm not saying she's the worst looking woman in the world, but she's not sexy. She's not hot. She's not a 10. She's not WWE pretty.
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree?
I don't think her looks have anything to do with it, though.
But we've said on this podcast many times, man, that WWE doesn't hire any less than pretty women. I don't agree, and I don't think that JC Jane is ugly, but I know some people that say JC Jane doesn't look pristine like a Trish Stratus or a Mandy Rose.
Ask them to take a selfie of themselves, put it on a social media platform, and then have people judge them and how they look. If you are in the ring making weird faces and sweating and beat the hell up, make them run down your face and still look good, I can only imagine what they fucking Cheeto finger ass looks like.
All he said was he would not pleasure himself to JC Jane's face, brother.
Okay, that's like me saying, I'm not gonna ever have a chance with what you call it? Who's Man Rose. It was never an opportunity for me to get it. I'm never gonna talk to you. Who you is? And you a casual wrestler.
I'm just saying. He is a casual wrestler. Yes, he doesn't watch everything.
Yeah.
I agree with you. So I see it. But anyway, let's get to it. I also heard a bunch of people that aren't just casual wrestling fans, but love the bigger guy style, and they are absolutely pooping, shitting. Let's just say it. They're shitting on the reign of Darby Allin, man. How do you feel about that?
Who? Before I pull my gun out, who am I shooting at? But
You're shooting at all the Darby Allin naysayers, the people that say that Darby is too little because they need somebody that is a convincing world heavyweight champion.
Okay, then they're down to their opinion, but I don't know why they're watching AEW. AEW has never had a big guy champion. Never. They've had guys who are muscular, but never had a big guy champion. AEW from the jump wanted this. This is what they want. They want the weirdos, the sickos. They want this shit. So they got it with Darby Allin. So that's going to be how it is. I'm saying if you don't like Darby Allin, okay, were you happy with Adam Page when he was? No, you weren't happy with that. What about Jon Moxley's reign? Oh God, I hated when Jon Moxley came. Oh yeah. So what about Daniel Bryan? Who were you happy with besides Strickland? I mean, besides Swerve Strickland.
I get it. See, all these people say this, and this is how, and this isn't how I feel. But I've heard a lot of people say, they said, well, Bryan Danielson was the best wrestler in the world. CM Punk was one of the best wrestlers in the world. Jon Moxley's a badass. They say that Jericho is a legend, an icon in the sport. They said that all these other people had more credentials. MJF, and this is my defense. MJF, and I'm on your side, brother. Trust me, I'm on your side because MJF and Darby are like the same height. MJF is just a little bit thicker. But all these people saying that all these people look like they could fight, but Darby doesn't look like he can. My defense to that is Darby got hit by a bus. He got hit by a bus. He climbed Mount Everest. He might be the toughest person in professional wrestling history, bar none, ever, in my opinion.
I mean, he's a glorified stuntman. You put it that way.
Mick Foley, brother.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm saying, like, when it comes to Darby Allin, his in-ring work is not really. It's part of the conversation, maybe further down, but the first thing you will mention is all the bumps that he's taken. So from that aspect, me personally, his style of wrestling, I don't really care for. I'm not into wrestlers who are known for how much punishment their body can take and are given kudos as these great elites because they can take an ass whooping.
You're right, brother. You're right. But I'm a fan of Darby. I'm gonna say this. When I first saw Darby step into the ring with Peter's favorite wrestler, Cody Rhodes, who I think is absolute hot garbage. The Darby shined in that match. And I was like, oh, that man should be the man in this company because he's different. And they want to be a true alternative. Push this man to the moon. Darby should be beating MJF. He should be able to shave MJF's head. Their match coming up. I want to see Darby have a long title reign, but I know some people are hoping he's just a flash in the pan.
Okay.
I hope you're not one of them, brother.
I don't really care if he has a long reign or not. AEW is not something I don't watch AEW to tune into who has the championship. For me, it's always been about the undercard with AEW. I just feel their undercard has always been better than whoever's been champ or whoever. There's not really been a main event feud. Not since Swerve and not since Swerve and Adam that I've been like, damn. I mean, MJF and Kenny Omega was cool. It was cool, but it was nothing like last year.
I agree.
So whoever's in the main event picture, I mean, whatever they do with it, It's whatever. It's not gonna. I'm indifferent. It's not gonna change my mind whether I watch the product.
With me, I feel AEW is for wrestling, like all types of wrestling. If you want to see some Japanese wrestling, you're sure as hell going to see it some strong style in AEW. If you want to see some hardcore wrestling, you're going to see some hardcore deathmatch wrestling. If you want to see some Ring of Honor 2014, 2012, 2011 wrestling, you're going to see that too, because that's what they're about. You're never going to see a match like night one WrestleMania where a match is like 8 minutes. That's not what they do, especially on a PLE. So when I watch AEW, I want to see some fantastical crap. And this past weekend, yesterday, Pac versus Darby was definitely that. When Pac threw Darby off of the balcony through some tables, I'm like, well, that's definitely some ECW sicko stuff. And of course Darby won the match because he's Darby, right? He got, like I said, hit by a bus, shoots, and still walking today. This man, Darby Allin, I think represents the company perfectly when it comes to like what you said with the storylines. The storyline that really only captivating me right now. I know some people are captivated by the real Ospreay and the Death Rider stuff. That's okay with me. But what's really getting me is Okada versus Takeshita. I cannot wait to see that match. I know you hate it because you hate Japanese people, you racist bastard. But I love you anyway.
We're not even gonna play that shit. I'm not racist.
I'm joking, brother. I'm joking. Calm down. Don't come beat me up, brother. You know what I'm saying?
That match is that it's a New Japan wrestling match. And my thing is that I'm not gonna go all the way to France to eat McDonald's. Like, if you want to really show strong, I feel that WWE, there's no wrestling company, WWE, TNA, AEW, that have really showcased like how beautiful strong style is and how it should really be implemented. Not just certain parts of it on some MMA shit, a little bit here, a little bit there. No, I mean wrestlers really using strong style. And when you're doing it against other people who do strong style, it doesn't really spread the word. Like, I want to see more integrated into the mid card with AEW. WWE has yet to do that. With the female card, with Asuka and Kairi, yeah, okay, cool. The men's, I mean, Nakamura, we ain't gonna get into that.
He's the king of strong style. But
Yeah,
all I'm gonna say, so before I talk about the Okada thing, I want to bring this up. You said that Nakamura did not implement strong style. WWE, NXT Nakamura did. WWE main roster, they don't want to see that. So he cannot really be the Shinsuke Nakamura that he was in NXT, let alone the Shinsuke Nakamura he was in New Japan.
Okay, I understand the reason why. It doesn't negate for the fact that no one's really showcased it. Now AEW has a direct ticket to New Japan. You can really showcase it here for American audiences, especially the right audiences, the fans of real wrestling. But it's not done properly. I want to see Okada mix it up with some other stars.
Okada is lazy, not wrestling with people that he doesn't want to wrestle with.
You playing the safe. Like AJ Lee versus Becky. She played it safe. She had one fucking feud with one person. We didn't want that shit. You playing it safe. Her run was ass.
Okada, yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, Okada only wrestles Japanese people.
I know.
The way he wrestles. So when he wrestles, for real, when he wrestles somebody that's in AEW, that's an American, he barely wrestles. He does one or two moves. He's not trying.
I know. That's bullshit.
So that's Okada. That has nothing to do with it. That's what Okada wants to give forth. Like, I'm not going to really try. I'm wrestling an American that never went to New Japan. But if he wrestles somebody like an Ospreay, if he wrestles a Takada, when he wrestled when he wrestles Takeshita, it's going to be a good move. When he wrestled the Golden Lover, I always forget, Kota Ibushi. When he wrestled Ibushi before Ibushi broke his leg this last time, the match was great. Okada only wants to wrestle his people. He doesn't want to wrestle any of these guys, and he's making tons of money, more money than he probably ever made in his whole time in New Japan right now, and doing half the work.
Oh, he's making bank. Oh, yeah, he's making bank over there.
So shout out to Okada for being half the wrestler you used to be on purpose, by the way. But let's talk about it, man. Last night, today is Mother's Day, but last night was Wrestlers Day. Backlash 2026. Brother, do you want to go through it match by match, or do you want to just talk about it as a whole?
Talk about Let's talk about it as a whole. That's fine. Match by match. It's not even worth breaking it. It's not worth breaking down shit. I just flush it.
I mean, it was only a handful of matches. Literally, it was like 5. It was 5 matches. You know, and what do you think? And then I'll just follow up from there, man. Because I mean, there's some things. I thought it was some stuff that happened. How did you feel about that?
No surprises. I knew Asuka was going to lose. I knew Trick was going to win. I knew Roman was going to lose. There was no surprises at all. I mean, not that
Roman did not lose. Roman did not lose. Roman didn't lose. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Roman walked out. Roman walked out. Still.
No, my bad. No, not Roman.
Jacob?
My bad. I know Roman was going to get his ass whipped because it was not going to be this is over with just one match now. They're going to feud this bloodline shit. There's not going to be a one-off. But anyway, I just honestly feel that it was just Monday Night Raw. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like a pay-per-view.
Monday Night Raw, Saturday Night Raw, Saturday Night SmackDown. I do agree with you, but I am going to say this. The match quality was way better than Night 1 WrestleMania. That Asuka versus Kari match, Asuka versus Io match was amazing, even without Kari. Asuka's swan song, I am going to say this. That was the only match that really stood out to me. Not that Trick and Sammy didn't do a good job. Seth and Braun Breaker, they killed it. Probably a better match than he had with Gunther, arguably. You hated all of them, and then Roman Reigns and Jacob, I loved it. I didn't like neither one of them selling. Roman didn't really sell the Italian death grip, and Jacob did not sell anything Roman did to him. But that's just Jacob's character, so I wasn't really mad at that. But Roman not selling the Italian death grip and them saying the Italian death grip was the most deadly move in their family's history. It was like, what? What are you talking about? Roman should be dead. Roman shouldn't be cutting promos after the match when he was the one getting helped up and helped out of the ring. That didn't make sense to me. But I am going to say this: Asuka versus Io Sky. That is a clinic, ladies and gentlemen. Please take notes, because that's how you wrestle. And Asuka is my favorite woman on the WWE women's roster. So Asuka, if this is your swan song, you will be missed, because no one was ready for Asuka, especially not to leave.
She changed women's division. She changed women's wrestling. She showed you that you can be a Japanese wrestler, forget gender, and be one of the biggest stars, or if not one of the biggest star in wrestling. Prior to Rhea Ripley coming and getting her shine, it was Asuka. And she deserves all of her flowers, man. For real.
Thank you, Asuka.
You gotta do all that shit.
I do. I mean, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to Asuka, she is my favorite. Like, women's wrestler that still wrestles right now. Period. One of the reasons why I always do say I love Tekla is I see a lot of Asuka's movements and matches and ring psychology in Tekla's style. So that's the reason I'm like, I like Tekla. And when it comes to the AEW, and Tekla might be my second favorite women's wrestler, period, right now. No one I would.
W was like seeing Stephanie Bacure in AEW. It's like seeing a really, really ugly dude with a bad girl, and you just like, what you doing with that? Man, that ain't gonna last.
So you saying Tekla will be making her jump to the E eventually?
Tekla versus Rhea Ripley. And then not only that, but Sasha is supposed to be, the artist formerly known as Sasha. Our contract
is money.
Here.
The end of the year. But I mean, I don't think Tony's gonna let her go. And WWE, TKO are cutting people. They're not gonna give her $5 million to be there for.
She would have been cut.
Oh yeah, she would have been gone.
All the demands that she wanted, and this, that, and the third, and I want to be the highest paid. She said she wanted to be the highest paid female wrestler in the world
Of all time. And she is right now. Pretty sure she is. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she kind of is because she seems really happy. So you don't think that she's going to continue in AEW? You think she's going to jump back to TKO WWE?
I don't see her staying there long, and this is why. Like we watched Backlash. We're going back to Backlash. Let's look at the women's matches on Backlash. Cool. That's what's up. What if we got a Sasha back? You know what I'm saying? What if we got some of these OG wrestlers who can actually go? I don't throw Mickey James's hat in the ring also. Why don't we get some of these wrestlers, these wrestlers back in WWE and see what we can do with this new division we got? That's what I want to see.
They have Bailey down there killing it in AAA. You know,
Bailey.
And so you don't think Bailey is a wrestler's wrestler? It took two to make Brooklyn. It wasn't just Mercedes by herself in the ring. Just saying. I know you're not a Bailey fan.
Bailey. But Bailey is like the one that gets everybody else over.
Bailey has become Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would like
Peter was her, he would
say, like you say, I would like to see her leave WWE and go to AEW.
What do you think that Miss Pamela Perez would do in AEW? Differently than WWE, do you think they would put the rocket on her? Let her have Bailey the bellies on everybody, tackle her all the way down the line, or do you see the boss and hug connection, the CEO and embrace connection, whatever thing they'll be called, reunite? Why would you want that? I think Bailey is a lifer. They could take all her money from her, and she could be making $50,000 a year, and she still would not leave that company.
Facts. But but after the budget cuts, I don't know. Because AEW will pay you that money. They pay for your hotel, they pay for your rental, they pay for your gas, all that shit. They take care of you.
I'm not saying that's not true, but there's I know there's some people that said Blake Monroe made more money in AEW as Mariah May than she does in WWE. But some people said that's not true and that she's making more money in NXT and she's about to be on SmackDown at the end of the month.
If they don't book Tiffany Stratton, I gotta see this. I want to see Mariah May versus, and they ain't gonna give it to us right up front. Like we didn't get Lyra versus Becky right up front. We didn't get that. Okay.
We didn't. Well, we did. We got it on NXT.
Yeah, but
we didn't get it on the main roster. No.
What you call it now, Charlotte? Finally starting to see that we want that. But
Charlotte Jade.
Oh yeah, Jade versus Charlotte. I love that shit.
I mean, this is going to be Charlotte's time to be the baby face, so I'm happy for Charlotte. I personally want to see Fatal Influence have a run-in with the baddies or the Takeover, whatever they're naming the group with Jade, Michin, and BFAB. I would love to see that. But we'll see if that ever happens. But no, Blake Monroe, Mariah May versus Tiffany Stratton. I know people love Tiffany, but once they see Mariah May on the main card on the big stage as Blake Monroe, Tiffany will get booed because I think Blake Monroe's a better wrestler than Tiffany Stratton, man. I'm just saying it right now.
Tiffany botchy, real botchy.
She is, but I can say that Tiffany had a great match with my girl Kiana James, because Kiana James killed it on Friday night. So shout out to Kiana James. I love you. We love you. We love you over here. I guess you don't love Kiana James.
She cool. I mean, I like her, but
you don't see her as a future. You don't see her as a future world champion. You don't. You're not gonna wear a Kiana James T-shirt.
I don't really see her as a future world. I mean, if you're a woman in WWE, you can be champion if you stay around long enough.
So you saying she's just gonna get it because she's there, proximity belt?
I'm just saying, if you're a woman that wrestles in the women's division, eventually you will become champion. Everyone does. Not like the men's division. It's very for you to walk away.
So what belt you putting on BFAB?
Give her the I don't know. If BFAB is around for another 5 years and she doesn't become WWE champion, and I'm questioning what the fuck, because if you're around about 5 years, you'll get a championship. All you gotta do is stick around for 5 years. You'll get the belt. Everyone has.
She might be tag team champion with Michin. I don't see her as a singles champion.
No, she's not gonna be with me tag team territory for 5 years. I'm saying when she becomes single star, which she is technically kinda. But what I'm saying is, if you are a woman who wrestles in WWE, within 5 years, you will get the heavyweight championship. They all have.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think Max,
who's on the main roster for 5 years plus, wins the championship within 5 years. If you retire from WWE and were never a Divas champion, a world champion, I really question what the fuck. Yeah.
Wow. Well, so why are you comparing this era to the Divas era? The Divas era was not even the same thing. Anybody could have been a Divas champion. Anybody. Nikki, Brie.
Bullshit.
Nikki, Brie, Layla. I mean, come on now. Christy Hemme, if she would have stayed there, they all could have been a Divas champion, man. But but how many of those women could hang right now? Nikki's, huh?
Still had AJ Lee. Still had, what was the Bella Twins? You still had Beth Phoenix. Still had,
you can't compare any of those women to Beth, man.
Yeah. So you still had some remnants of women that had talent. They just weren't being
Caitlyn. Am I the only person going to say Caitlyn had talent?
She had potential.
Look at Caitlyn now. I bet you watch her pages, her stretching and doing splits for no reason now.
I have no idea what the fuck she's doing. I have no idea. I forgot about her too.
I posted her in the chat, and Peter's response was, "Who is that?" And I said, "That's Caitlyn. She was former Divas champion." Then I had to post the match of her versus AJ Lee when AJ beat her for the Divas championship.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But everybody forgets her except Big E, because her and Big E, remember, her and Big E had a love angle, and then Big E turned on her. It was something. But I mean, nobody's really talking about those diva feuds like that. So that is true.
Yep,
that is true.
Bring up somebody having a hand baby next.
That is not the Divas issue. That is the Attitude Era. Sexual chocolate.
Meaningless storyline.
Hey, Vince gave them a hand, brother. That's what Vince is all about. Vince is about those hands.
Backlash was ass. It was not good. It was nothing good about Backlash. We're starting to slowly get into the 2019 era, which was 2019 was the worst year for WWE ever. Well, in a sense, as far as the newer generation era, and I just not feeling it. I'm not feeling a lot of shit that's going on right now. It's not. I love you, Molly Holly, but you had no right writing an episode about a gingerbread man. What the fuck are we doing?
Okay, so I am going to say that I was offended to see SmackDown on Friday, the gingerbread man stuff. Now, obviously, and not only was it offensive, it was stupid. It was stupid. The main event segment was two grown men talking about a inanimate suit. And then they had the audacity to superimpose, Photoshop this Chat GPT and whatever it was, put this thing in historical wrestling history. Yes, I know wrestling isn't real, if you will. I know that wrestling is a work, but why are we photoshopping a inanimate object in historical moments within the WWE, the Monday Night War stuff, the Undertaker losing his match at WrestleMania, all this stuff? You just putting him here. Cody Rhodes' victory over Roman Reigns. You're putting this inanimate gingerbread stuff in there, to the point where Wade Barrett couldn't even hold it in, and he just laughed because he knew it was the goofiest thing that he had ever seen in his entire existence. So Molly Holly, you are an amazing wrestler, WCW, WWE, Hall of Famer all around. But all I gotta say is this: please take your pen, turn it sideways, and stuff it up your fat ass, because you suck.
I didn't say that.
Now, he don't have to say it. I said it. And whoever got anything to say that Molly Holly's ideas ain't trash, you ain't got to find me, brother, because I'll find
Molly
you.
Holly, you are a good Christian woman. I respect you. God bless you. And even though it was not a great episode, and it wasn't, I don't wish any harm against you. I want to pray for you, sister. You know what I mean? God bless you.
All I got to say is, with a mindset, God forsaken her ass. Because that was trash. Screw the gingerbread man. Screw Little Yachty. All I want to see is Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. I don't need any of this extra crap. We don't need a goofy thing. This isn't This Is Your Life thing with The Rock and Mankind. It wasn't even that good. I know you think you're a creative genius. You're not. Go home. Go home. Get pregnant. Have some babies. Take your shoes off and cook a meal for your man, because the writing room ain't for you, brother.
I also don't share the same sentiments as that brother right there. Sorry, Molly, and to all women. I love y'all.
I love women too. I love women too, brother. I don't know why you're acting like don't love a woman bent over, brother, taking it from behind and cooking me a meal, because that's the only thing they can do.
I do not share that same sentiment at all. Anyways, SmackDown,
but SmackDown was garbage.
No, it wasn't. But my thing is this: it's not so much. Well, this is my thing. It's not so much SmackDown being garbage. My whole thing is this: it's like if you playing a video game, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna hop off because I'm gonna go eat some food because it's getting late. But if I'm playing a video game, especially in an RPG, you see like the big monsters you have to fight against, and it shows you certain sweet spots that you should hit on that monster in order for you to defeat them. You know what I'm saying? WWE is that monster. They're showing you the Kingston armor. They're showing you their weaknesses. Great time to capitalize on this, whether it's acquiring some of that sweet talent sitting right there that no one's doing anything with, or I don't know, insert whoever is friends with Kenny, but or it's writing better story, whatever y'all can do to make the shit better, do it. Because WWE right now, bruh, dude, it's not on a decline, but it's on a climb. Great opportunity to do some shit.
What about your boy? Now, before you do get off, there's two things I want to ask you. First of all, Ricky Saints did get a little bit of a pop.
Okay. I didn't see it.
I'm just saying, you always trolling Mr. Saints. And I want to ask you, before you get off of here, the back pain of Rhea Ripley and her new physique. Brother, we talked about it. What do you think is going on? Is it back pain? Is it a eating disorder? Is it you're not taking your shot anymore?
She was hanging out with her friend Anna.
Bar?
Because when Buddy got jacked, Rhea met Anna, and her and Anna became pretty good friends. Now, first it's like fatigue, I understand, but you can take a break. Oh, it's I got eating disorder. Eating disorder. You're a professional athlete. There's coaches, doctors you can talk to, and there's catering. They got all the good. You feel me? And you got money. Well, it's not that. I got back pain. So why are you wrestling? You shouldn't even be in the ring if it's like that. But you still post yourself in the gym working out. Yeah.
Brother, we in our own personal issues, we go to the gym, brother. We train. You're a certified personal trainer yourself, Mr. Shaw. So I'm going to tell you not to put my business in the street, but I know when you're on, you're on, and I know when you're off, brother. And I know there's a definitely size different dude. So all I gotta say is, Rhea, I ain't mad at you, sister. I know you can't tell these people what really happened. You got off the clinic because you probably had some problems. You might want to try to have a baby one day. And I'm not mad at you for any of these things. All you needed to say was, I was unhappy with my physique and I wanted to change it. I would have believed that a little bit better. Don't be coming up with lies, baby, because you're going to end up on Coach Greg. You don't want that.
Yeah, she's definitely on steroids.
Well, brother, I think that's all we have to say. Any last words you want to say to all these rope break maniacs?
Put God first and your feelings second. Not every opportunity is a chance. Stay on that. Not every opportunity is a chance. There's a difference. There's a fucking difference.
What he said, and all I gotta say is, when you rope break for life, and that's just too damn sweet. And for all you people that do have mothers that are alive, please appreciate them and love them, brother, because I miss mine every day. Peace.
Yeah.